Hey, this is Craig, the Pool Man with Pool Specialist. Today we're here at an automatic cover to give you some critical information of what to do and what not to do for your automatic cover. It is imperative that you always keep the water off of this cover. If you don't, water gets extremely heavy and it will actually pull the cover out of the tracks and into the pool. It could rip the cover, it could bend the lead bar. All these things are extremely expensive. To replace a cover like this is roughly $4,000. So here are the key things. You want to make sure you have a cover pump, at least one, preferably two, one for a backup. That cover pump should be in the center of the pool. If you have two, one in the center of the deep end, one in the center of the shallow end. You want to make sure that it's a good quality cover pump and that you have a good quality hose, that you have a good quality extension cord that is plugged into a known good GFI outlet, preferably one that is water resistant type. Again, one of the more expensive ones, not an inexpensive indoor GFI. There are actually outdoor rated GFI outlets, and that's what you want to make sure that you've got installed in your house, on your house, that you're plugging this extension cord and cover pump into. All right, what you'll find is most times the cord that comes from the cover pump is not long enough to make it to your outlet. So you're going to have to plug an extension cord into it to make it there. This makes that connection water resistant. Not waterproof, but water resistant. So you don't want this on the cover because the cover is going to get submerged in water as it's raining. You want this on the deck. This snaps together. You can buy these at Home Depot. You can buy these at Lowe's. And basically what happens is inside here, you make your connection. You'll see that you've got rubber on both sides to help prevent the water from permeating into this box. You close it, you snap it shut. The extension cord is then plugged into its own GFI outlet. You do not want anything else plugged into that GFI outlet because this is your lifeline to keep your pool cover safe and not ripping it into the pool as the water gets onto it. If you have water on your cover, do not ever attempt to open it. The weight of that water is so great that it will ruin things. It will bend your lead bar, the cover will not open, you'll destroy your mechanism. So do not attempt to open your cover if there is water on it. Go out, get yourself a new cover pump, a sump pump, something to remove the water off of that cover. This is one of many brands of cover pumps. They range anywhere from $40 to $250. I would recommend going with the more expensive ones that have a good reliability. Read the ratings, and this isn't a bad one. I prefer the Little Giant because the Little Giant has a little bit better reliability. They automatically turn on and off when water gets onto the cover. You'll notice that it has a large base on it, and that is to help keep it from tipping over, and also it forms a filter. So you want to make sure that that's cleaned out, because if that gets clogged up with debris and leaves, then it will prevent the pump from removing the water from the cover. You'll notice that there's a very good grade hose on this. This you want to make sure that it's at least 5/8 or 3/4 inch hose, that it doesn't kink. Because if you buy a cheap hose and it kinks on your deck, then this pump will not be able to remove the water because it does not provide that much pressure. The hose also, you don't want anything more than 25 feet long because, again, this doesn't provide that much pressure, and so you're going to reduce the amount of water that you can remove from the pool the longer that hose is. So keep this hose short. Make sure it's a high quality hose. Don't spare any expense because replacing this cover is roughly $4,000. And that is a very expensive mistake to save yourself, I don't know, maybe $100 or $150 by buying the lower grade inexpensive stuff. When you put this cover back on the pool, make sure you go ahead and put it in the center. So you can set it on the pool, and then you can take your net or your brush and you can push that off to the center of the pool. Again, make sure that your connection stays on the deck, that your hose doesn't have any kinks in it. Okay, another very important thing is every spring you should hire somebody, a professional, to come and do the maintenance on your cover. This right here is a pit which has the cover roll in it. As you roll up the cover, you'll find that the leaves and debris will accumulate in this pit. On the one side of the pit is going to have a drain, and that drain you have to make sure does not get clogged up. So if it's running out to daylight, don't let your landscapers put dirt over it or hide it or do anything like that. Because if this cover pit fills up with water, it will destroy the roller, it will destroy the mechanism, and you will be out roughly $8,000 to $10,000 to get this replaced. And there is no recovering a roller once it is saturated in water. It will get destroyed. So get the maintenance done on the cover so that this pit gets cleaned out every spring, and typically they will clean your cover off. Sometimes they'll put a protective coating on it to help with the UV protection. They'll check your pulleys to make sure that your pulleys are functioning correctly on the ends and also in the pit. If they start wearing and they don't move correctly, then you'll start having issues with the cover not wanting to open and not wanting to close. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop us a like. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.